Adaora, the first wife of Chijiok. She has been barren for 23 years. Every night she whispered her hopes to the stars, longing for the joy of motherhood. Yet year after year her prayers went unanswered. Then came Ifunanya, the second wife, young, beautiful, and cunning. She had already born 4 daughters, but when Adaora finally gave birth to twins, a boy and a girl, Ifunanya's joy turned to jealousy. The boy, the long-awaited heir, threatened the place she had fought to secure in Chijiok's household. Chijiok was overjoyed, his pride shining in every word, every smile. He held the boy close, whispering promises of love and protection. But Ifunanya watched from the shadows, her mind swirling with dangerous thoughts. By day she smiled, helped with the babies, and pretended to be a loving stepmother, but by night her eyes followed the twins, especially the boy, as if plotting some dark scheme. For now the children were safe, yet the shadow of jealousy lingered, waiting for the right moment to strike. And so the twins slept peacefully, innocent and unaware that one stepmother's envy might one day change everything. Ifunanya learned quickly that sharp edges cut deepest when wrapped in silk. After the birth and the celebrations, the house returned to its ordinary rhythms, the children's soft breaths at night. Ifunanya watched the baby sleep, pretending as if she's praying for them. Ifunanya moved like a patient shadow, measured and deliberate. She had decided that fury without craft would ruin everything. What she needed was access, trust, a face no one would suspect. She began with smallness. Warm smiles in the courtyard, a tray of fufu placed at Adaora's feet. When the new mother's strength wavered, the gentle insistence that Adaora rest while she took the babies for a short walk. Adaora, still raw from 23 barren years and softened by new motherhood, in her mind believed Ifunanya is a nice person. Then Ifunanya took the baby for a walk. Her laughter carried undertones of triumph that Adaora mistook for tenderness. "Let me help," Ifunanya said one afternoon, her voice silk. "You have carried so much. Let me carry some with you." Adaora, exhausted and grateful, led her. Ifunanya sang lullabies with a voice that could soothe the most fretful child. She hummed while she fed, she hummed while she soothed. An image of a devoted co-wife. People called her generous. Even Chijiok, busy with his work and the pride of fatherhood, nodded approvingly whenever Ifunanya appeared at his wife's side with that ready smile. What no one saw were the long nights Ifunanya spent staring into the small ankles and fingers, imagining futures and measuring risks. She sketched plans in the silence between chores. Her strategy was not crude force, but shape. The house was quiet, but Ifunanya's heart was boiling. She could no longer hide her anger. She looked at Adaora and the twins, especially the little boy, and muttered to herself, "Why me? Why did she give birth to a boy after all these years? I should have the son, not her." That day, she snapped. She walked into the room where Adaora was rocking the twins and said sharply, "You idiot! How dare you give birth to a male child? Why me? I have 4 daughters, and now this boy here." "Why him?" the twins cried, startled by the harsh tone. Adaora's face turned pale. She could not believe what she was hearing. "Why are you saying these things?" "Ifunanya," she whispered, holding the babies close. But Ifunanya didn't stop. She turned to her own daughters, scolding them to look at you all girls, all useless. "You see now why the boy is loved more? Foolish children." The room fell silent except for the baby's soft cries. Adaora's heart ached, not only from the insults, but from the fear that Ifunanya's jealousy could grow into something dangerous. She hugged her twins tighter, her mind racing with worrying if Ifunanya dragged one of the baby from her. Adaora crying, telling her to give her the baby. Adaora said, "I have never bothered you for your 4 children, so why are you trying to hurt my own children?" Inside, she was planning how to get rid of the boy and take her revenge on Adaora that night. Adaora lay awake, listening to the soft breaths of her children. She sensed the storm coming, but she did not know how to stop it outside. Ifunanya looked at the sleeping twins and whispered, "Soon, very soon, I will have my chance." Ifunanya was angry every day. She thought, why did Adaora get a son? Why not me? Her anger grew and grew. At first she thought about hurting Adaora. She wanted Adaora to die. She thought that would end her pain. She kept this terrible thought in her head. She walked around the house with a cold face and pretended to smile one night. Ifunanya looked at Adaora holding the twins. Adaora looked so tired. She looked so peaceful. Ifunanya felt something change inside her. She thought, if I kill Adaora, people will cry. They will remember her. She will not. Suffer slowly. I want her to suffer slowly. I want her to feel pain every day, so she changed her plan. Now she decided not to hurt Adaora's body. She wanted to hurt her heart. She wanted Adaora to feel pain. Every day when she looked at the boy, Ifunanya began to hate the baby boy more than the baby girl. The girl did not matter much to her. The boy was the danger to her place. In the house, Ifunanya told herself, if the boy is gone, Adaora will lose everything. But Ifunanya kept her bad thoughts hidden. She acted kind in front of others. She fed the children sometimes. She helped around the house. Adaora trusted her and smiled. Chijiok praised her and said she was helpful. Only Ifunanya knew the truth. Only she carried the plan in her heart. She watched the boy sleep. She watched Adaora laugh with the boy. She waited for the right time every night. She whispered to the dark, soon Adaora will suffer. The house seemed peaceful, but under the quiet, Ifunanya kept a dangerous secret. Ifunanya wanted the baby boy gone. She gave money to a woman who made pap for babies. She told the woman to do something with the pap so the baby would get sick. The woman took the money and agreed. The woman cooked the pap and took it to the house. Ifunanya smiled when she saw the woman leave. She waited and hoped. Chinai, one of Ifunanya's daughters, loved Adaora. Chinai always helped Adaora carry the twins. She liked the children. Adaora fed the baby. The baby ate the pap. After a little while, the baby did not die. Ifunanya wanted her daughter not to enter her room again. Chinai said, Mom, why? He said, me, I want to play with my brother. You can't stop me. Ifunanya did not see her plan work. She was angry. She shouted at the woman who had taken the money. The woman, I did as you said. I don't know where the baby did not die. Did you know that the woman did not put the poison inside the pap? Ifunanya, getting angry, won her. Chinai daughter stood. Mom, why are you angry? She said, is about your brother. When he grow up, he will hear it all your father property. Chinai said softly, Mom, is that what you are worried about? But we are one family. As far my dad loved us, I'm okay with that. Ifunanya said, you idiot, shut up, get out of my room. The one afternoon she helped smiling to prepare indomie for Adaora. One day she wanted to use pillow to strangle one of the baby. Adaora, she was in the bathroom. She didn't know that Adaora have a Bible under her pillow. When she raised her hand, she could not press the pillow on the babies. Ifunanya's face was hard. Her plan had failed this time, but she did not stop wanting revenge. The house felt different. People who loved. She started making another plan again. Ifunanya were angrier. That night the baby slept. Adaora watched him and prayed. Chinai sat beside her and kept watch. Ifunanya lay awake, thinking of new plans. The danger was not gone. It had only changed its shape. Ifunanya was angry and confused. She could not understand why the first attempt did not work. Why did the baby not die? She cried softly to herself. Her face was hard. Now she decided this time she would do it herself. Chinai loved the twins. She always helped Adaora carry them. She played with the baby boy, fed him, and sang to him. The baby liked Chinai. He smiled when she came near. Ifunanya watched them. Chinai took one of the baby to her mother's room. Let me help you carry the baby. Chinai did not know why Ifunanya wanted to help. She thought her mother only wanted to play. They sat in the room and laughed like a family. Chinai handed the baby to Ifunanya for a moment, so she could go and boil meat in the kitchen. Ifunanya held the baby like she was kind. She pretended to rock him, to play with him. No one knew what she was really thinking. She poisoned the pap. Ifunanya had already done what she planned. She gave the baby the food. No one what she had done. Ifunanya waited for the bad news, but nothing happened. The baby ate. He slept. He woke up and cried for milk like any baby. He was safe. Ifunanya felt cold inside. She watched the baby and whispered, "They are not ordinary children. They are children of a wish." She did not understand why her plan did not work. She was both angry and afraid. Chinai held the baby and smiled. "He is fine," she said softly. Adaora hugged her son and thanked God. The house felt full of hope and also fear. Ifunanya sat alone that night, thinking hard. Her plan had failed twice. She realized these babies were different. They might be lucky or protected, she thought. Her face was pale with anger. She told herself she must think of a new plan. She promised she would not stop, but for now, the twins were alive. Chinai stayed close to Adaora. The family who loved the babies grew closer. Ifunanya's heart filled with a cold patience. She would wait. She would think. And she would come again one day. Adaora slept. The twins slept too. Ifunanya woke and quietly went into the baby room. She took the sleeping baby boy in her arms and walked out. Her steps were slow and careful, like someone who was scared Chinai was awake. She saw her mother leave carrying a something and walking strange. Chinai grew worried. She remembered that her mother had held her brother just before. Where is the baby, she thought. She followed her mother quietly. Chinai kept watching. Ifunanya looked nervous. Chinai did not like the way her mother walked. She thought, why is my mother acting like this? Why is she carrying the baby and a bag? Chinai became more afraid. She called two of her close friends and told them where she was going. She asked them to come quickly. They all followed Ifunanya until she reached the river there, under the moon. Ifunanya held the baby over the water. Chinai's heart beat fast. She ran forward and cried, "Mama, what are you doing? You want to kill my brother?" Ifunanya turned. She looked at Chinai with hard eyes. "You are my daughter," she said. "You should be on my side. But if you choose him, then you choose to suffer too." She tried to push the baby toward the water. Chinai screamed. Her two friends shouted for help. People in the village heard the noise and came running. Adaora rushed out too, still in her night dress, crying and shaking. "No, don't touch my son," she shouted. And she moved to grab the baby. Villagers pressed around them. Some men pulled Ifunanya away. Others held Chinai and Adaora. Ifunanya fell to her knees and begged, "Please forgive me." She cried, "I was jealous. I was angry because I did not have a son. I thought if I took him away, Adaora would be hurt like I was hurt. I am sorry. I am jealous. I did wrong." The woman who made the pap and the other helpers watched. Chinai's friends told the story of how Ifunanya had planned before. People felt shocked and angry. "You tried to harm a child," the elders said. "This is very bad." The village decided what to do. They could not let such danger stay in their homes. The elders spoke with strong voices. They said Ifunanya must leave the village for a long time. They told her she must not live near them where she could hurt anyone again. "We do not want your feet in this village," one elder said. People agreed. They did not want someone who tried to hurt a baby living with them. When Chijiok returned home, the whole story was waiting for him. He saw Adaora holding the twins close. He saw Chinai standing brave and tired. The men told him what had happened. Chijiok's face was sad and angry. He turned to Adaora and said in a soft, steady voice, "I will never leave you again. You are the mother of my children. I will take care of you and them. No one will hurt my family." Chinai walked close to Adaora and hugged the baby. She looked back to her mother, Ifunanya, who was crying and being led away. Chinai felt pain, but she also felt proud that she had stood up for her brother before Ifunanya left. Adaora spoke quietly. "I forgive what you do," she said, "but what you tried to do is very wrong. You hurt people. You must go and think about what you have done." Ifunanya nodded and left. She did not fight. She went away alone. Life in the house changed. People who loved the twins came more often. Neighbors brought food and helped Adaora. Chijiok worked harder at home. He showed kindness to all his children. He told them, "We are one family. We love every child." People remembered how brave Chinai was. They forgave her because she had saved her little brother. The baby grew a little stronger each day. Adaora prayed and thanked God for the safe life of her children. And Ifunanya, gone from the village, had time to think about what she had done. Alone, she felt the weight of her anger and the truth of her mistakes. The house by the river was never the same, but it was full of love and care. The family learned that day that love, courage, and truth can stop even the darkest plans. This story teaches us that jealousy and anger can lead to terrible mistakes, but love, courage, and honesty can protect what is most precious. Even in dangerous times, standing up for what is right, Chennai did for her brother can save lives and bring justice. Families that love and protect each other are stronger than envy or evil plans. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you will get notified anytime we post a new video.